Okay, once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to The Viewpoints with me, your boy, the man, NJ to the city with a number 2, NTO. Now, it's the same day as the first two videos got posted. The first two of some venting, some quick venting, and then reigniting careers. It's the same day. I just took off my blue jacket here. I just took off my blue jacket. It's the only difference. Yeah, only difference. So I guess I will continue back on the topic of reigniting careers. If you ask me, reigniting careers, the way I look at it. As I was saying before in the other one is I would definitely do what I could to try to reignite Cassie's career and reignite Rita Ora's career. Those two careers, at least when it comes to R&B, I'm very, very, very passionate about reigniting. And again, I'll tell you why about Rita Ora's career is because when I first saw her come out, I think in 2008 or whatever year that was, I was like, okay, I was really highly on her. I was thinking to myself that with Rita Ora, she might be the next Beyonce, or she looked like she was, a prodigy of Beyonce or something like that. She looked like she had some type of Beyonce likeness to where she could have blew up. If not like Beyonce, she could have blew up similar to her or something like that, and so forth and so forth. So I'm very passionate on reigniting her career, and definitely, and trying to figure out some songs that she's. I'm just saying, I do think that Rita Ora has talent. Like, let's put it that way. I'm passionate about the subject because I do believe that Rita Ora has talent. She just definitely needs the team around her, that she just needs the team around her to help her ignite that talent, ignite it and take it to the next level. If you ask me, then one of the perks of being signed to my label, We're Family Records, and I guess as well, not even I guess, but yeah, We're Family Records, Brother Nation Entertainment, or any other label that I might have in the future, because I got a lot of ideas for labels. Again, you can drop whenever you want. You pretty much have all the perks of being an independent artist, except for when it comes to your lyrical content. I don't want any promotion of degrading women, selling drugs, unless you're talking about specific struggle. But again, even the struggle part has to be examined by me first before I let you put it out under my label name. Simple as that. Because at We're Family Records, we're trying to, We're Family Records, Brotherhood Nation Entertainment, we're trying to remold, re-engineer, reshape the game and the industry, the culture, and even the planet if we can. We're trying to constructively use our power of influence to do those things. Music as it gets bigger and bigger and bigger amongst the masses, it gives you that outlet. It gives you that power of influence to own it. It gives you that power of influence where you now can shape and dictate certain things that go on and maybe even go viral within the culture. And that's what I'm saying. So many artists, if you ask me, they abuse that every day. They abuse their power of influence every day, and that's one of the reasons why you have as many negatives going on in today's industry and world as you do. I've heard too many dudes, legitimately, too many dudes and even girls using the B word as a compliment. If you ask me, we have too many double standards on that word, and even the H word, which is obviously H-O-E. We have way too many double standards on that, and we have too many double standards on the B word. Way too many. So I don't know when I'm going to release my double standards song about those double standards, but we have double standards on those words. But definitely, I just have faith that, I can reignite Rita Ora's career. Look her up if you don't know her. Rita Ora. Ritaora. Rita Ora. I have faith that I can reignite her career, and I have faith that I can reignite Cassie's career. Like I said, the song called Faith in You, I have faith in Cassie that she can sing that song beautifully. Or at least the hook of it. Like, it doesn't have to be, it's just Rita Ora song. It could be NJ to the City featuring Rita Ora. and she can just sing this, and she can just sing the chorus or whatever you want to call it. You know, she can sing. So she can sing as simple as that. Faith in you, I got faith in you. She can sing that part. But my biggest point is I got faith in myself and them that I can reignite their careers. And again, if they ever did need, songs written for them, I'm one of the best songwriters. I think I'm definitely not top 5, if not top 10. I know I'm top 50. Same thing when it comes to music, when it comes to making it, or should I say when it comes to my flows, or definitely, I'm going to definitely say my lyricism. Let's do lyricism. Let's do a topic that I definitely know. I know with my lyricism, I know some flows too, by the way, but, probably not as much as Drake does, or as much as J. Cole does, or whatever else, but I got some flows. And you're definitely going to hear those flows presented in multiple new songs that are due to release very, very soon. And sometime around summer 17. But and definitely I do have some different flows, and definitely when it comes to the nature of the music, when it comes to the fact being of like I said, the lyricism. I'm just saying I own lyricism. Legitimately, that's right there coming to me for I own lyricism. If you ask me, I'm a top 50 with lyricism. Now, and definitely it hurts me to say some of these things about some of these other artists that I'm maybe about to mention, but for example, I talked about reigniting careers with Rita Ora and Cassie. Trying to make sure I did that. So I did that. Talked about reigniting careers with them. So I'm also trying to think about what else when it comes to that can I talk about if I want to go back to that subject. Oh yeah. So I talked about that. Talked about writing. Yeah, my own personal writing skills. Yeah, I believe I'm top 50 with it. And double standards. So let's get back on that topic, double standards, and then I'll get back on the topic of lyricism with other artists. Double standards, ladies and gentlemen. I am so dang tired of the double standards that we have, or majority of people have, on calling women B's and H's. I even said it in whatever song that was on We're Family Records, which again is right here on my YouTube channel, Brotherhood Niche Entertainment. We're Family Records is the album, my first album that I released in 2017, and I pretty much say it, and I think I said it, something faithful to believe in. Nope, that was that. Let me look that up right quick. Let me look up the exact song title I'm about to do on my phone. But I'm tired of the double standards we have towards. I'm tired of people saying the B word as if it's a compliment. Same thing with the HOE word. I'm tired of them saying it as it's a compliment when it's not a compliment. It's a very degrading term. They're both very degrading terms. And I guess you could see, and I guess some people would be like, well, it depends what context you put it in. Well, sometimes, it depends. Like, if you want to put it towards that when it comes to what type of context you put it in, you can. But I'm saying, you stop with the double standard. So that's my biggest point. Stop it with the double standard. So you either mean it as a compliment or you mean it as an insult. I don't want both ways. I do not want both ways. Because that's legitimately what a majority of rappers and definitely some singers and definitely just the majority of the culture today is doing. They have many double standards on those words. Some double standards include, like they're saying, some double standards include, okay, how many minutes I got left in this? Okay, it's 8 minutes. Some double standards for me, at least the way I look at it, some double standards include like that's my girl, so forth and so forth. That's one double standard. Or should I say that's one, it's like that's a double standard. Like, that's my girl, and then another one is saying be like, oh, but she's so rude, or she's so, negatively bad and bougie, or actually not even bad, let's just say bougie, or whatever term you want to throw in there. She's always so bossy or so loud or so annoying and obnoxious and just got a nasty attitude. That's the negative double standard that we have towards saying those things, but then also, going behind and saying, that's my girl. That's what I'm trying to say. Those are double standards that we have on that word. And even with the HOE, it's pretty much almost the same thing, And honestly, because the definition of the pretty much the definition that most of us know, or at least again, it's not even a positive definition of that word. The same thing with the B word. It's not really a positive definition to it. It's just that people have given it two different definitions. And I'm saying go with one. If you ask me, go with one definition. Don't keep having these double standards on the word. But the HOE word, it's simple. It's like the meaning of it is pretty much somebody who sleeps around with multiple guys or multiple girls. That's usually what the term means. Or somebody that just can't stay committed. I mean, can't stay committed as in you can't stay committed because you're sleeping around from, it was like, for example, it's like I've heard multiple people say before, like, oh, like the reason, like the way that this person lived up to being a HOE was because like every week you saw him with somebody new. And I mean, with dating wise, not as a friend. Like every week you saw him with somebody new, and that's part of what I'm saying right there. Like, that definitely could be one of the parts to it is like every week you see him with somebody. Every week you see him dating somebody, and it was like, dude, what happens to your this girl or that girl? Is like, and that's what I'm trying to say when it comes to the double standard of it, and definitely when it comes to the I guess you would say critique or whatever else towards it. The point is definitely that's what the HOE word pretty much represents. It's like somebody who really can't stay committed and is always going from girl to girl to girl, guy to guy to guy, towards the matters of mainly dating is pretty much what that's been. Like somebody who can't stay committed, and it's because they're choosing not to stay committed, not because they can't, And I mean can't as in like, like you choose to go from girl to girl. You choose to, have sex without a wedlock, every day or every chance you get, And that's pretty much what I mean. Instead of staying loyal, staying committed to one girl or one boy. I'm not saying you can't have friends, because you can have friends, but you have to give your fair space and your boundaries, and your limits, say you set all those things, and and try to live a healthy, happy life, with your one that here's the thing, you can be committed to all of them. I mean committed to all of them. Like you can be committed to, your partner, as that's my partner. When it comes to like, that is my romantic partner. And you can be committed to all your other friends, like, those those are my friends, like those are my family, like, we together for better and for worse, because that's my family right there, you guys get the point, because the way I look at it, 12 minutes into it, the way I look at it, I'm committed to everybody when it comes to like, my friends and family. I even look at my friends, pretty much all of them, as my family. But when I mean by I'm committed to everybody, like I'm committed to like, I'm committed to, finding myself, that committed romantic partner. But I'm also committed to all my friends. It's like, we're family, and I want the best for you and stuff like that, But the HOE word, when it comes to, that pretty much is like, again, saying like, again, you can't stay committed to, one person, as your romantic dating boyfriend or girlfriend. You keep going from, like it's like saying every week we see you with somebody new in that way, or you're either that or you're always having sex without a wedlock, and so forth and so forth. I don't know what I'm going to title this video, but definitely that's pretty much my viewpoint on that. And I'm saying we need to we either need to have, a solid one definition of the word, or abolish the word completely. Because if you ask me, that's gotten multiple generations, past, present, and future, into a lot of trouble over those words, and that has definitely gotten that's definitely got a lot of people, past, present, and future generations, in a lot of trouble over how they use those words, and so forth and so forth, and it's just not done a lot of good for the culture at all. It has continuously destroyed and negatively demolished the culture in a negative way, to where like that's why you have as much crime as you have, partially the reason why you have so much crime, so much breakups, so much divorces. You get the point fighting over money. Music definitely has played a big major part. More of the viewpoints coming soon. Love y'all. God first. Once it's on the chain, you know what's up. NJ to the city out. Peace.